Welcome to the last game of the evening, Ignite fans. We are here in the third game where Ignite is set to face Tejas 13. So this will be the last game of the night. Ignite has won the first two games in straight sets, and they're looking to finish the day with another straight set win. Tejas has also won their two games in, for the most part, straight sets, except for the second game went to 3. So we're expecting this to be a very good game between two good teams. Ignite just finished their warm-ups. Tejas, or Texas team, is going to be going through their warm-ups. What we know from this Texas team is they have some very good hitters and at least one very good server, and some other decent servers. So I'm expecting some longer points in this game. And regardless of the outcome of this game, we will be playing early tomorrow. I believe if we finish in first, we will have to ref at 8 and then play at 9. But if we finish second, we will play at 8 and then ref right after. Our girls have unfortunately been setting for almost 2 hours after their last game. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes. The Texas team had to also sit, but it was much shorter, maybe only 45 minutes for them. So we'll see how the girls respond right out the gate. It's going to be tough.
Sorry, I'm just trying to link myself to your page there, James. So let me see if I can find you here. James Zabutos. And we will share that puppy. There we go. So I think they call their team Tejas. Is what the mom said. Tejas.
It's, from what we've heard, it's the Mexican name or Mexican pronunciation of Texas. So it's basically Texas 13 Red.
You know, and I should have asked that mom was super nice that I talked to earlier. I should have asked her what part of Texas they're from. Texas is obviously a huge state, so.
And I believe the coach said they are from the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Oh, that's right, because they told Shannon they were from DFW. So I'm wondering, I mean, you think they flew here, right? I mean, that's a solid 15-hour drive if they drove it from Dallas.
You might be able to do it 9.
Do you think so?
Maybe.
Is that shorter? I don't know. I just remember my drive from New Mexico to Iowa, and that was a 24-hour nonstop drive, so.
Yeah, the Dallas-Fort Worth area is kind of the northern part of Texas, so it's not quite as bad as going all the way down to Mexico.
Very true.
Texas is a pretty big state.
Or even Houston. Houston would be quite the drive, too, so. Now, the middle from Texas, or Tejas, I'm going to call it Texas because I'm going to screw it up otherwise when I'm announcing here. But their middle is pretty good. Does a lot of tips, but I think our team is prepared for that and ready to go. So we'll see how we respond to that.
Yeah, it's going to be dueling middles, and I think it may come down to passing and how well the defense plays, which may give us a slight edge in this game. We'll see how well the first game they played, they had a fairly easy team to play against. They weren't faced with any hard balls. In the second game, they were faced against a much better defensive team, and it seemed to cause them to struggle a little bit. So we'll see once we're facing against them if they can play as error-free as they did in that first game. But I think we can cause some problems for them. And
Texas is actually trying to get a national bid. We already have our national bid. Texas is hoping for theirs. So we'll see how they do. So the starting lineup on the court right now for Ignite in the front row from left to right, Cameron, Jordan, Kylie. Back row is Tessa. Oh, they're all moving around. Tessa, Olivia, and Kaylin. We must be serving first if Kaylin is standing in the server's rotation.
I think that's a safe bet.
Jen Overton, we miss you. Grandma Barb, I've had a nice conversation with her tonight. She's doing great.
And welcome to the watch party, Melissa Becker.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Melissa Becker. How are you doing tonight? Nothing else to do on a Friday night but watch Ignite volleyball, which is kind of exciting. I don't know. Anyway, Kaylin, we got the up rep, gives her the okay. Kaylin ready to serve. Serve is up and good to the back row. Texas setting it up. They swing. However, they call a net violation. Point for Texas.
Yeah, so Texas takes an early blood draw, goes up by 1 in this first set. Texas set to serve. They serve it deep to the middle. It kind of drops. Tessa's able to hit it right over. Texas sets up their outside hitter. They swing. It's a tip, and Tessa wasn't quite ready for it, and Texas gets another point, leading early 2-0.
All right, Texas serve is low and into the net. Point Ignite. So we actually have a rotation. We have Megan coming in for Kylie. Megan will be the first server for Ignite today. Megan serve low to the back row. Texas able to dig. They set it up. They tip it over our blockers, but Cameron's right there. Tessa's able to push it back over. Texas back setting it. They swing. A tip. Tessa with a nice save. Maya setting it up for Cameron. Cameron swings into the block, and it lands on the Texas side. That's a point for Ignite. We are tied at 2s.
That was a great swing by Cameron. She hit it hard right into the block, and it went straight down. So point goes to Ignite. Megan at the service line serving. It's a good serve over. Texas is going to set up their middle. They tip it, and Maya was too far back to be able to reach that one. So point goes to Texas. They reclaim the lead 3-2 in this first set.
All right, so Texas with the rotational change here. Serve is deep. Tessa with the first touch. Kaylin sets it up to Cam. Cameron swings. Nice dig by Texas. They try setting it up. They swing into a block, but it lands on our side. So that's a point for Texas. They extend their lead 4-2.
Texas with another quick serve. This time it's a service error into the top of the net. So now it's Ignite down by 1. Olivia comes on for Maya. Jordan heads back to the service line, ready to serve. Jordan with the deep serve. Texas hits it up. They're going to pass it to their outside hitter who tips it. And Kaylin's able to get it up. Cameron hits it.
Right, Texas serve is up. A laser. Tessa able to receive that. Kaylin sets up for Cameron. Cameron bumps that ball over. Texas trying to set something up. They swing. Kaylin with the first touch. Maya takes the second. Tessa bumps the ball over. Texas trying to set something up. They set it outside. They swing. Kaylin's there for the first touch. Maya sets it outside to Cameron. Cameron swings. Texas able to dig. They back set it. They swing. Maya with the first touch. It goes over the net, and Texas is able to knock it over, but they are called in the net, so that's a point for Ignite.
I don't know if they actually touched the net. They just watched the ball drop in front of them.
Even better. We'll take that. I like it.
So Cameron is serving. A hard serve, just a little bit short. Texas takes a 6-4 lead. And again, I think this is some of the rust coming off from that long break that we had.
We never do good with long breaks. We repped, then we had a game off, and now we're playing our toughest competition we've seen all day long in this Texas team. All right, so Texas at the serve line. Serve is up, it is low. Megan with the first touch, Maya with a nice save, and Kaylin's able to bump that over. Texas trying to set something up. They swing outside, they swing, but it's long and out of bounds. Point Ignite. Score is now Ignite 5, Texas 6. We have some rotational changes. Megan rotating out, Kylie rotating into the front row. Tessa checking out, Becca coming in to serve for Ignite.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen anyone where the ball hits through their hands and the team's able to get it back over.
Right.
That was impressive. So Becca on the service line, Ignite down by 1. Becca with the soft serve, and that's trouble for Texas. They just hit it over out of bounds. Point for Ignite. We're tied at 6.
All right, back at the serve line. Serve is good to the back row. Texas setting something up. They swing. But Cameron's there to receive. Maya sets it up for Kaylin. Kaylin swings to the outside. Texas trying to set something up. They just bump it over, but it's low. Maya has to dive. They find that stupid donut of death on our side. And that is a kill for Texas. They now lead 7-6.
Yep, Texas has the serve. They're heading back to the service line after a rotation change. Ref gives the all clear. Texas with the hard serve. Maya with the pass to Cameron. Cameron sets it up for Kaylin. Kaylin pushes it down for the kill in the middle. Great read by Kaylin.
Awesome. So we have Olivia rotating out, Jordan rotating into the front row, Maya at the serve line. We are tied at 7s. Maya's serve is up, deep to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They're going to have to back row attack. Libero hits it over. That is Jordan and Kaylin with the touch to Maya, to Kaylin, who swings and finds the floor. That's a kill for Kaylin. Ignite takes the lead, 8-7.
That was a great swing by Kaylin. It was cut cross court in the open space. Maya back at the service line. She hits a hard one cross court. Texas is able to pop it up, sets it to their backside hitter. Jordan gets a piece of it. Cameron gets it up. Maya passes back to Cameron. Cameron with the hard hit down the line, and that is just a little bit wide. Just a little bit wide.
I disagree. Dang it. That looked like it was into me, but I am not the up ref. So, Texas with the point on that. We are tied at 8. Texas serving. Serve is good. Maya with the first touch. Cam sets it outside to Kylie. Kylie swinging over the blockers. Texas trying to set it up in 3. They swing. And Cam with the first touch. Maya sets it back up to Kylie. Kylie bumps the ball over. Texas now setting something up their middle. Tips it. And Maya can't quite get to that. That's a point for Texas.
Yeah, that was a good read by the Texas middle. They saw the opening on the lower part of the court and was able to tip it right there. So the libero for Texas is now serving, their best server. Maya is able to hit it up. Cameron passes out to Kylie. Kylie with the swing cross court, and that's going to be a kill for Kylie. Great swing by Kylie to get the point. Ignite has now tied the game at 9 apiece in this first set.
Oh, I love watching Kylie swing. She's doing so good today with that swing. So now at the serve line is Kaylin. Serve is up and good to the back row. People diving to dig that ball out. Texas swings. That's Kaylin with the first touch, but it is way out of bounds. So that is technically a kill, I guess, for Texas. Texas now takes the lead 10-9.
Texas with the serve. Deep. Maya's going to pop it up for Kaylin. Kaylin back sets to Kylie. Kylie with the swing. It gets touched. Jordan's there. Maya pops it up for Cameron. Cameron rolls it over for the kill. A nice rollover hit from the defense, and there was no one on the backside to get that. So now Megan's going to check in for Kylie, and Becca is going to check out for Tessa. Megan's coming out to serve. The game is, or the first set is now tied 10 apiece. Megan with the serve. It's short, just a little too short, hit the net. So Texas gets the point and reclaims the lead and the ball.
Bummer. All right. All right, Texas gets the okay. They serve. Megan with the first touch. Kaylin back sets it to Jordan. Jordan slide move, swings. Texas able to dig, but then their second hitter can't get to it. That's a point for Ignite. We're now tied at 11s. Maya rotating out, Olivia rotating to the front row, Jordan at the serve line.
Looks like there's a little bit of question from the up ref and the down ref. Looks like the score on our right side was wrong, and they're trying to match back up with the left side
Megan
score.
was a little concerned about that score, though. We're good now. All right.
Jordan with the serve. Libero cuts it off for Texas, hits it up. They set it to the center, who pushes it over. Jordan dives for it, and Tessa pushes it over. They get set back up, set it up to the outside. They swing hard. Megan's there to push it up for Kaylin. Kaylin passes out to Cameron. Cameron hits it down the line, and that's a kill for Cameron. No one was there to dig it. So Ignite takes a 1-point lead, 12-11 in this first set.
This is exciting. I think the girls like this too. They like the tough competition. This is really fun to play against this Texas team. Jordan at the line. Here we go. Jordan serve deep to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They set it to their outside hitter. Their outside hitter swings down the line. Kaylin is there for the first touch. Jordan takes the second. Cam ends up bumping it over the net. Texas again trying to set something up their middle. Tries to tip it over, but Jordan's right there to Kaylin, to Cameron, who swings cross court. Texas with a nice dig. They now tip it. Kaylin's there for the first touch. Jordan with the second. And it goes way out of bounds. Cam can't quite get to that. That is a point for Texas. Texas takes the lead 13-12. Jordan checking out. Maya checking into the back row.
Now the game's tied at 12s. And that was a tough pass for Jordan going behind the back. And we're going to get a ball interrupting our game here. So we have to reset the serve. Texas set to serve now. It's a hard hit. Megan's able to get it up. It's a little bit over and tipped out of bounds by Kaylin. She couldn't quite get it back to our side to have a chance at it. So now Texas takes a 13-12 lead.
Right, Texas served deep and out of bounds. Point Ignite, we are tied at 13. Cameron now coming to the serve line for Ignite. Cameron's dad, Derek, going over to try to find the ball on court 11.
Yeah. So Cameron's set to serve. Cameron with the hard serve back deep, and it's going to be just over. Texas, Ignite tips it over. They back set to Texas. Megan passes it to Cameron. Cameron passes it out to Kaylin. Kaylin with the hard hit. Texas is able to dig it with a little help from the net. They hit it out. Cameron hits it up. Maya is going to pass it out to Kaylin. Kaylin hits it cross court, but it's a little too wide. So Texas takes a 14-13 lead in this first set.
All right, Texas with the rotation change. All right, up ref gives the okay. Texas now serving. Serve is up. Maya with the first touch. Cameron setting it quick to Olivia. Olivia finding that corner.
And Texas is able to get it back over in 3. Megan gets it up. Cameron sets up Kaylin. Kaylin hits it over. Texas is in a little trouble. They hit it and get it through the block of Olivia and Kaylin to get the point. And now they're up by 2.
good block for them. It just kind of got in between their hands, so not much you can do about that. All right, Texas at the serve line. Serve is low. Maya with the first touch. Cam setting it up for Kaylin. Kaylin pushes it over to the back corner. Texas's answers, they're there. They're setting it up. They push it over. Megan with the first touch. Cameron quick setting it to Olivia. Olivia swings hard. Nice dig by Texas for the save. They bump it over. It is deep. Maya with the first touch on our side. Cameron backs it to Tessa. Tessa swinging hard. Texas scrambling to get it back over, and they do in 3. Maya with the first touch. Cameron setting it outside to Kaylin. Kaylin tipping it to the back corner. Good effort by Texas. They're scrambling, and they do get over in 3. Megan with the first touch on our side. Cameron sets it to Tessa. Tessa swinging, but it is a little bit long and out of bounds. Point for Texas.
Now that was a good defense by both sides. Just a little too strong by Tessa. I think she'll get the next one. So there seems to be a little bit of a question from the down ref. Came to talk to the up ref. It looks like they're going to tell the Texas team to get a little farther off the court. They're a little too close to the court. They started getting closer and closer to that line. So Texas now with a 3-point lead, 16-13 in this first set with the serve. They serve it deep, and that's going to be an ace for Texas. Megan couldn't quite handle that serve. It was a hard one.
That was a nice ace by Texas. So Texas leads right now 17-13. Ignite calling a timeout. Trying to calm ourselves down a little bit. Texas fired up. They want this bid to nationals. We already have the bid to nationals, so this really doesn't mean a whole lot to us, except for the fact if we win this game, they ref at 8, play at 9. Yep. And so that's more sleep time for the parents, right?
Yep. And I still think we're still a little rusty after sitting for a while. Hopefully the girls will get going. They've gotten a little better as this set's gone on. The passes have gotten better. The hits have gotten better. We just need our serves to get a little better to get them out of rotation or out of rhythm when they're receiving. So as it stands, Texas up 17-13, ready to serve here. Texas with the serve, hard serve, and that is going to be another ace for Texas.
All right, so we're going to rotate some things around. So we have more serve receive in the back. So more players in the back row for us to serve receive. So Texas still serving. They're up 18-13. Serve is up. Maya with the first touch. Cameron setting it outside to Kaylin. Kaylin bumps the ball over into the back row. Texas trying to back set. They swing. It is long and out of bounds. So that is a point for Ignite. Rotational changes. We now have Kylie checking in for Megan. Becca checking in for Tessa, and Becca will be coming to the serve line.
That was a good rotational change on the defensive end by the coach to get more defenders out. Gave Ignite a chance to get that point. Becca with the serve. It's deep. Texas is able to pop it up. They're going to hit it to their outside, who's going to push it over. Cameron hits it up. Maya's going to set up Kaylin. Kaylin pops it over just over the net. Texas is there to get it. They're going to set it to their outside. They pop it over. Cameron with the dive. Overpass off the back of Cameron, and Becca pushes it over. What a play. The Texas sets it to their outside, hit it cross court. Becca pops it up after Kaylin pops it up. Cameron tries to get it over and does. Maya pops it over or up for Cameron. Cameron sets up Kaylin. Kaylin hits it for the kill. Ignite now down only 3. What a point.
Excellent rally on that one. That was total team effort on that point right there. Awesome. So Becca now at the serve line. Serve is up and into the net. Unfortunately, point for Texas. So Texas extends their lead 19-15, and they have control of the serve.
Yeah, just a little short on the serves. We need our servers to kick in a little stronger on their serves. There's been quite a few that have been short. So Texas with the short serve, Maya's able to pop it up and a little bit over. They tip it over. Kaylin is able to pop it up. Cameron sets up Olivia. Olivia hits it over. Texas has it, sets it to their outside. They swing hard, gets blocked. Kylie pops it up. Maya passes to Kaylin. Kaylin gets blocked. They pop it up, tip it over. Cameron tips it back over. Texas sets it up. They're going to hit cross court. Cameron pushes to Maya. Maya pushes back out to Kylie. Kylie hits it over. Texas is going to set up there. Oh, pushes it over on 2. Cameron was ready. Maya sets up Cameron. Cameron hits it over, and Texas gets it. They're going to hit it over in 3. Becca with the pass to Cameron. Cameron sets up Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over, and then Texas tips it. And Texas is going to get the point because Kaylin had jumped over the line. So Texas is now leading 20-15.
What a good rally on that one. Wow. All right, Texas now serving. Ignite is ready to serve, receive. Serve is good. Becca with the first touch, but it goes over the net. Texas hits it, but it's long and out of bounds. Point Ignite, so we regain control of the serve. Rotational change. Jordan coming in. Olivia rotating out. Maya at the serve line. Ignite trails by 4.
Maya with the short serve. Texas is scrambling. They get it over, and then they can't quite get it over in 3. Great spot by Maya on the short side that threw them out of rhythm.
Yep, and Texas had a nice run. It'd be nice to get them out of rhythm here. So here comes Maya with her second serve. Serve is deep to the back row. Texas with a nice dig. They set up to their outside. They swing. Cameron with the first touch for Ignite. Maya sets it up to Cam. Cam hits. Texas just bumps it right back over. Becca passes it to Cam. Cam to Jordan. Jordan swings, but it's a little long and out of bounds. It's a point for Texas. They extend their lead 21-7.
That was a great swing by Jordan, just a little bit long. Now Texas has their best server up, and they serve it right into the net. I thought she actually hit the line, but the line judge didn't call the service error, so that was interesting.
Well, good thing she hit into the net then, I guess. So here comes Kaylin serving for Ignite. Serve is low and good. Nice save by Texas. They hit it over in 3. Becca with the first touch. Kaylin sets it to Cameron. Cameron swinging hard and down. That is a kill for Cameron. Point Ignite. Cameron was so high up in the air. That was a hard hit down. Oh, man.
Yeah, Texas didn't even have a chance to react to that one. That was a hard hit. Great set by Kaylin. Hard hit by Cameron. So Kaylin back to serve. Ignite down by 2 now. Texas is able to get it, set it to their backside, and they're going to hit it into the net, and that's going to be a point Ignite. Ignite down 1. 21-20 now. Kaylin heads back to the service line.
All right, Kaylin extending her serve run here. Serve deep to the back row. Texas setting it up for their middle hitter who slams it. Unfortunately, that is a kill for Texas. Point Texas with that kill. They lead 22-20.
Yeah, that was a good swing by their hitter. I mean, you have to give them props for a good hit. Not much. Kaylin didn't have a whole lot of reaction time on that one. So Texas serves a floater. Jordan gets it to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Cameron. Cameron swings, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds by Texas. So Ignite gets the ball back down by 1. And Megan's going to check in for Kylie. Becca is going to check out for Tessa. Megan heads back to the service line. Megan with the floating serve. Texas is able to get it. They set to their backside hitter. Hits it wide. Kaylin's there. Maya sets Cameron. Cameron hits it cross court. Texas dives for it. Gets it out to their outside hitter. Hits it cross court. Maya passes it to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Jordan. Jordan jumped a little too early on that one and couldn't quite get it over the net. So Texas gets the point and Ignite down 2.
Timing just a smidge off on that jump, unfortunately for Jordan, but all right, we have a 2-point ball game here. Texas serving. Upruff gives the okay. Texas serves, but it's low and into the net. Point Ignite. We have a 1-point ball game. Jordan coming to the serve line. We have Olivia rotating in, Maya rotating out.
So Jordan with the deep hit. Texas sets it up. to the middle. The middle pushes it. Megan dives for it, but can't quite get it in.
Yeah, good effort by Megan. Just nobody there to receive the dig. So Jordan rotating out, Maya rotating in. We have a 2-point ball game. Right now, this is game point for Texas. Service long and out of bounds. Point Ignite. So Ignite is down by 1. Score is 24 Texas. Ignite 23. Cameron at the serve line.
Sorry, folks, we're trying to fix the camera. Facebook decided to Facebook decided to change the rotation on my phone here. So Texas hits it across. It's blocked by Alexa. It's pushed over. Maya's there to get it. Cameron sets it out to Kaylin. Kaylin hits it across court. Texas sets it up to the outside hitter who swings hard. Cameron hits it up. Tess hits it over. Kaylin's going to bump it over. Texas sets it to the middle, who pushes it. Cameron's there. Maya sets up Kaylin. Kaylin hits it across court. Texas is able to push it up. They set it to their outside hitter, who swings down the line. Maya pops it up. And then Cameron gets it. Maya is able to hit it over. Texas sets it to their outside hitter, who hits it. And that is going to be 4 hits against Texas. The game is tied 24 apiece.
That was all Tessa there. That was Tessa at the net blocking that. So we now have a tie ball game at 24. Cameron at the serve line. Serve is deep to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They swing through our block. Tessa to Cameron, or to Kaylin. Sorry, Kaylin bumps it over. Texas swinging. It is Cam to Maya. To Kaylin, who bumps it to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They tip it. Maya with the first touch. Cam just pushes the ball over to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They swing, but Olivia's at the net to block. Unfortunately, lands on our side. That's a point for Texas. They lead 25-24.
All right, we're going to try and rotate my phone here.
Timeout called by Ignite. So it's a 1-point ball game right now. Texas leading 25-24. Ignite with the timeout. This is actually game point for Texas in game 1. Still trying to figure out why Facebook's so strange. Do you have the little rotate button on up top? Like the one where you slide down at the top? No? Okay. So we're still not... Sorry, people at home watching this. The game is sideways for you, and there's not really a lot we can do right now. All right, Texas now with the serve. Serve is up. Low, Maya with the first touch. Cam setting it up to Kaylin. Kaylin swinging hard. Texas able to bump it. Olivia's right there at the net to hit. Texas scrambling to get it back over. Can they get it over in 3? They cannot. We have a tie ball game, folks. We are tied at 25. Ignite with control of the serve. We have a couple rotational changes right now. So, Megan checking out. Kylie checking into the front row. We now have Tessa checking out and Becca checking in. My husband says, don't mess with the video. It's fine. It's not sideways is what he said. So just put the video there and we'll see what happens. All right. So tied at 25 is Becca at the serve line right now. Becca's serve is deep to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They back set. They swing. Becca with the first touch on our side. Cameron sets it back to Kylie. Kylie swings. And that is a kill for Kylie. Ignite extends her lead 26-25. We are now at game point.
Great swing by Kylie, go cross court through the block. Becca is serving for the first set. She serves it deep. Texas is able to pop it up. They're going to set their backside hitter who hits it hard. Cameron's there. Maya is going to pass it out to Kaylin. Kaylin with the hard swing over. And Texas is going to set it to their outside hitter who tips it. Cameron's there and hits it over, but it goes out of bounds.
Oh, man, we are tied at 26s right now. All right, so tied at 26. Texas with the serve. They're now doing a rotational change right now. So new server coming in for Texas. Yeah. It's upside down now. All right, Maya with the serve receive. Kylie sets it back to Maya. Maya bumps the ball over. Texas trying to answer. They're trying to get 3 going. But it goes over Arnett. Kylie able to tip it back over. Texas swings, and it lands right in front of Cameron. So that is a kill for Texas. Texas takes the lead 27-26. This is now game point Texas.
Yeah, it looked like that hit was going to go a little farther. Unfortunately, it dropped. It was a slow hit. It dropped right in front of her. So Texas serving for the set. Maya pops it up to Cameron. Cameron sets it to Olivia. Olivia hits it over. Texas is going to set it to their backside hitter who hits it hard. And Becca is not going to be able to get that. So Texas wins 28-26 in the first set. I will try and flip the phone around.
Actually, David says don't touch it. So let's see here. I'm asking my husband, David, is it okay now? If we leave the video as it is, because it looks sideways to us, is it okay for you guys at home? I'm waiting for confirmation.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully it's good for you guys at home. It just looks very sideways for us, so it's very weird.
But my husband just called me and said it looks fine at home. So hey guys, cool. All right.
So that was so Ignite started to really get up.
Jen Overton says it's fine. My daughter says it's fine. My husband says it's fine. We're cool, James.
It's just on our end. So Ignite was really starting to get going late in that second set, or in that first set, in the first set. And they were really able to do some good things on offense. They just couldn't quite push it through. They were down, they had to come back, and then Texas had a few good hits. So I'm hoping in the second set they're going to start off strong, and we'll be able to take the second set, push it to a third, and then win the game in the third set. We've done it before.
That we have. We've always clawed out of our weird positions. So I want to call him Tejas because I'm mad at him right now. I don't know. I don't want to call him Texas. I want to call him Tejas. All right. Grandma Connie says it's fine now too. So we're good. We're good, James.
Texas is going to start with the serve in this second set. Ignite will be on the receiving side. The down ref and up ref are at the scorer's table, maybe having a little conference there about something. Texas is already on the court ready to play. So it looks like they're trying to do some final words of wisdom by the coach. The up ref is taking his position. Last time, the coach got a yellow card because she took too long on a timeout, which is kind of interesting. It wasn't a very long timeout. So now Ignite taking the court in their receiving formation. It's going to be Jordan at the front with Kylie and Kaylin. In the back, it's going to be Cameron, Becca, and Alexa.
All right, we should be serve receiving, correct? Yes. Okay, so Alexa checking out, Maya checking into the back row. All right, up ref gives the signal for the okay for Texas to serve. Texas serve deep. Kaylin with the first touch. Cam sets it to Kaylin. Kaylin swings through the block, and that is a kill for Kaylin. That is a point for Ignite. We lead 1-0.
Ignite drawing first blood. That was a great swing by Kaylin. She is rewarded with the serve. Kaylin serves it deep. Texas is in trouble. They're not going to get the point. That's going to be another point for Ignite. Ignite now leading 2-0 in this second set.
How about we call that an ace? So Grandma Connie gets to pay Kaylin for an ace. Wow, I think Grandma Connie, you're up to $5 for Kaylin right now. All right, Kaylin's serve is up and good. It's a hard serve to the back row. Texas trying to set something up. They swing from the back. Becca with the first touch. Kaylin scrambles to get over there to get the second touch, but it goes out of bounds. That's a point for Texas.
I think there was a little bit of confusion there. Kaylin had a hard time getting to that. She probably needed to call for help and have someone else come in, but I don't know if Jordan or Cameron would have been in position to get that either. So as it stands, it's 2-1 Ignite over Texas in this second set. Texas with the serve. They serve it, and Cameron gets it, hits it right back over. They set the middle. It gets partially blocked by Cameron. Kaylin's there. Maya passes it right back to Kaylin for the swing. Texas is there. They push it Texas sets up the middle, and the middle pushes it to an open spot on the floor, and Texas has tied the game 2 points apiece.
Right. Texas serve is up, floats over the net. Maya with the first touch. Kaylin, quick set to Jordan. Jordan swings hard, but it's in the net on our side. That's a point for Texas.
It looks like Jordan was just mistimed it a little bit again. Texas with another serve, kind of off the hands, funny. Kaylin gets it to Becca. Becca sets up Cameron. Cameron hits it down the line, and Texas is in trouble. And there's libero just hits it sideways at the up ref. So now it's tied at 3 apiece.
All right, rotational changes. Kylie checking out, Megan checking in to serve, Becca checking out, Tessa checking into the front row.
Let's go, Megan.
Serve is a floater over the net. Texas able to dig that out. They swing, but they swing into the net. That's a point for Ignite. We take the lead, 4-3.
All right, Megan back at the service line. She hits kind of a side angle one. Texas gets it up, sets it to their backside hitter who just hits it over. Tess pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin out to Cameron. Cameron hits it cross court. Texas is able to pop it up, sets to their middle who hits it, partially blocked by Jordan, and Tessa wasn't able to get there to get help to pop it back up. So Texas gets the point. We're tied at 4.
Texas serve is short. Tessa diving, but they say that it lands on the floor. I thought Tessa got her hand underneath that because she was able to pop that up pretty high. So they call that an ace for Texas. Texas leads 5-4. They serve again. Maya with the first touch. Kaylin sets it outside to Cameron. Cameron swinging hard. Texas trying to set something up. Their middle is going to bump it over the net. So Jordan with our first touch. Kaylin sets it outside to Cameron. Cameron swinging cross court, and that is a kill for Cameron. We are tied at 5.
So now we're going to have Maya check out, Alexa check in, and Jordan heads back to the service line. Jordan gets the spot where to hit. She hits it deep to the back libero. Texas sets it to their outside hitter who hits it short, and we're not able to field it up. So Texas claims the lead by 1, 6-5. Jordan heads out, Maya checks in.
And the strong middle for Texas now serving. Serve deep to the back row. Megan with the first touch. Maya passing it over to Tessa. Tessa bumps the ball over. Texas now trying to set something up. They back set it. Their hitter hits, but it is long and out of bounds. Point Ignite. We are tied at 6s.
All right, Cameron back at the service line. She gets the whistle to start. Serves it hard and deep. Texas is able to pop it up. They set it to their middle, who pushes it over. Maya's there. Cameron sets up Kaylin. Kaylin hits it cross court but misses the corner, and it's going to be another point for Texas. They reclaim the lead, 7-6.
And we have little kids running to go get our ball because it's on a court way, way, way far away. All right, here we go. Serve is low into the net. Point to Ignite. So the service hour error now ties us at 7s. Rotational changes. Megan checking out. Kylie checking into the front row. Tessa checking out. Becca coming in to serve for Ignite.
All right. There seems to be a question by the coach about something on in Texas. And she sent over one of her players to the up ref. And I don't know what's going on. It looks like, oh, the Texas players haven't had a mask on, and they were instructed to put masks on.
Well, in all fairness, Texas has not had a mask mandate for a while now, so this is probably weird for them to come back into Mask City. So.
Yeah, so I think now that we have that straightened out, Becca is set to serve. Game tied 7 apiece. Becca with the serve. Texas is able to pop it up and over. And Alexa tips the overpass. And then Texas pushes it. Alexa gets it, but then hits it to the net. Kylie can't get it back up, so Texas takes an 8-7 lead.
All right, Texas with a rotational change. Texas serve deep. Maya with the first touch. Cam sets it quick to Kaylin. Kaylin bumps the ball over to the back row. Texas setting it to the outside. Outside swings, but into the net. Point Ignite. We're tied at 8.
Well, that was a great recovery by Kaylin to get that over. She wasn't quite expecting that set. So Maya back to the service line. She serves it hard and low. Texas is able to pop it up, sets up the middle, who hits it deep. Becca's there. Cameron sets up Kaylin. Kaylin pushes it to the back row. Texas is there to set it to the backside hitter, who gets partially blocked by Jordan, but Maya gets it up, sets it back to Cameron, who hits it over. Texas is there to dig. They set it up and just bump it over. Jordan gets it to Cameron. Cameron to Kaylin. Kaylin hits cross court. Texas is in a little bit of scramble mode. They set it up to their outside hitter. Becca hits it a little wide, and Kylie can't rein it back in, so Texas takes a 9-8 lead now. Let's go,
Ignite. Right. Jordan now in for Alexa in the front row. Oh, shoot. Serve is good for Texas. Maya, Cameron to Kaylin, who ends up pushing the ball over. Texas trying to set something up. Maya with the first touch on our side. Cameron sets it to Jordan. Jordan tips it right over the blocker. Texas able to push it right back over. That is Becca to Cameron to Kaylin. Kaylin with the kill. We are tied at 9.
That was a great swing by Kaylin. She about took the Texas defender's head off. That was a hard hit. That was screaming at her. She got her hands up, but it was going backwards no matter what. So now Kaylin back at the service line. She hits it. Texas is able to pop it up, sets it to their backside hitter, who pushes it over. Jordan's there. Kaylin runs into Kylie, but gets it up for Cameron. Cameron hits it over. Texas sets it again to their backside, who hits it cross court. Kaylin's there. Maya sets up Cameron on the backside, and she hits it deep, and that's out. The line judge wasn't sure what she was doing. She was kind of waving the flag around, but the up ref calls it out. So Texas takes a 10-9 lead.
Yeah, it's out by maybe an inch. So, all right, Texas now serving. Serve is up. It is low. Kaylin with the first touch to Jordan. Cameron flies over to push, but they're going to call a double hit on Cameron. So that's a point for Texas. Texas extends their lead 11-9.
And Texas is going to get another warning for their players being too close to the court. So Texas up by 2, serves. They serve it short, and Jordan is able to get it. Kaylin hits it up, and then Cameron hits it over. They set up their Texas sets up their middle. Kaylin tries to get it up, and Kylie tries to save it back over, but unable to get it. Texas now up by 3.
All right. Texas now serving. Serve is deep, but it's in. That is a ace for Texas. Our team looks confused. Our coach looks confused, but the line judge, called that in. They called that an ace. So timeout called by Ignite. We're trailing 13-9. So my husband has sent me a bunch of fun facts. Would you like to hear some fun facts, James?
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's a fun fact for you. It is actually 9.5 miles from Dallas to Omaha.
9.5 hours?
9.5, right. Guess what sandwich was invented in Omaha?
In Omaha, I'm going to say the Reuben.
You were absolutely correct, James. Smooth Jazz James with the point for that one. Now, Kool-Aid was also invented by Edward Perkins in Nebraska. So Nebraska is said to have how many more miles of what than any other state?
That is a tough one.
Well, your time's up, James. I'm sorry, but the answer is river.
River.
Texas now serving deep. Cameron with the first touch. Becca takes the second hit. Cameron now swinging over the blockers. That's a kill for Cameron. So Ignite with a point. The score is 13-10. Rotational changes. Kylie checking out. Megan checking in to serve. Becca checking out. Tessa checking into the front row.
Let's see if Becca can get, Meganson can get some serves like she had in the first 2 games that were really low, hard serves. We kind of need to go on a run here. We're down by 3, 13-10 in this second set. We got to pull this one out. Megan with a hard serve deep. Texas is able to hit it up, sets up their setter who pushes it over. Maya's there to Kaylin, to Cameron across court. Texas pops it up. They're going to set their outside hitter who tips it over. Kaylin dives for it. Texas is able to get it up. And Kaylin was a little slow to get up there. And Texas took advantage.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like Megan was more concerned about Kaylin than the ball, and that ball just hit the floor. So they're going to leave Kaylin in right now. This was an injury that happened at the softball field last weekend. Kaylin fell and scraped her knee open, so.
It looks like they may have to take a timeout to try and stop the bleeding on Kaylin's knee.
Yeah, it was real random. She said some boy at the softball field pushed her down off of a bridge,
and now the Texas coach is arguing that we have to take a timeout because of the injured player.
Calling the captain over, so the captain of Texas is now coming over to argue that same call. You would think it's up to the discretion of the up-rep of what he wants to do with that, and it looks like he does not want to extend a timeout to our side. So we're going to start playing. Texas is up 14-10. Texas now serving. Serve low. Tessa with the first touch. Kaylin trying to scramble. Maya able to bump that ball over. A little bit of miscommunication there. Texas swinging. But there's Jordan and Cameron at the net for the block. Texas trying to bump it over. That is Jordan with the first touch. Kaylin setting up to Tessa. Tessa swinging hard, but it's into the net. Point for Texas.
Yeah, Ignite a little disconjointed right now. Looking for some answers here on this against this Texas team. Megan tries to get the serve, saw it float. It was a good float serve by Texas. Wasn't quite able to track it and hits it wide. So Texas is now taking a 16-10 lead in this second set.
Okay, serve is long, out of bounds. So lucky break for Ignite. Rotational change. Alexa checking in. Maya checking out. Jordan at the serve line. Ignite trails 16-11.
Jordan with the serve. It's a little deep. Texas sets up the middle. Who pushes it out? Jordan's there. Texas hits it over, and Kaylin can't get it. It was too tight to the net. So Texas gets another point. Lead back up by 6.
And that middle for Texas back at the serve line. Serve deep. Megan with the first touch. Kaylin setting it to Lex. Lex swinging hard but long. Out of bounds. Point for Texas. Texas extends their lead 18-11. Timeout called by Ignite. This is the second of the game. So we have a little bit more fun facts, James.
All right, I think I'm ready.
I've got one more. Let's see here. The city of Omaha actually derives its name from the Omaha Indian word meaning upstream people.
Oh.
And again, Nebraska does have more miles of river than any other state, which I did not know.
That's kind of surprising because if you think of Minnesota with the Great Lakes, you would think they would have a lot of rivers to connect some of those lakes.
They're just a bunch of water ponds, I guess. I don't know.
So Texas set to serve again with their star middle. Who hits it over. Tessa's able to hit it up, and then Maya sets up Tessa, who's going to have to bump it over. Texas sets up their outside hitter, who swings. Kaylin's there. Maya sets up Kaylin, who hits it cross court. Texas is there to get it. They set up their backside hitter, who hits it cross court. Megan with the dive, and then Maya with the swing across over for Texas. Texas is trying to get it back over in 3. Megan's there to get it. Kaylin sets up Cameron, who hits it hard deep. Texas is able to pop it back up. They set up their backside hitter, who hits it soft over, but Megan's there. Kaylin sets up Cameron, who hits it deep again, and this time it's down. Point Ignite. Ignite down 18-12 in the second set. Cameron heads back to the service line.
Wow. Megan spent a lot of time on the ground on that one.
She did. She had some very good dive.
All right, Cameron's serve is good down the line. Nice dig by Texas. They hit it. Cameron with the first touch. Maya setting it up for Kaylin. Kaylin swinging hard. Nice save by Texas, but when they come to hit, they hit it long and out of bounds. That's a point for Ignite. The score is 18 Texas, 13 Ignite. Cameron still serving.
Yeah, it's now or never for Ignite. We need a run. Cameron with a hard serve just goes over the net. Texas can't get it back over. So Ignite now gets it down to 4, 18-14.
I love how Tessa just stood at the net like, I am tall, try to hit through me, and then they couldn't. So Texas now calling a timeout. The score is 18 Texas, 14 Ignite. My husband sent me another fun fact. Guess who was born in Omaha in 1899? He's a dancer and an actor.
Oh, that's like my kryptonite.
Born in Omaha in 1899, James. Do you have any idea what that is? Who it is?
I have no idea.
Actually, Fred Astaire.
Oh, Fred Astaire, okay.
He's an Omaha native.
So the teams come out of the timeouts. Cameron's still back at the service line. Ignite down 18-14 in the second set. Need to pull out the second set to push it to a third.
Wow, really good save by Texas. Nice hit by... So Cam with the good serve. Texas scrambling to get it back over. It was to Maya, Cam. Alexa couldn't quite get to that. Ball hits the floor. That's a point for Texas. So Texas now coming in to serve. Hold on, ball on court.
Yeah, it looked like Alexa wasn't quite ready for that ball when it came over. So Texas with the serve. It's going to be a deep one. Maya with the pass to Cameron. Cameron sets it out to Kaylin. Kaylin with the cross court. And that's going to be a little long again. So Texas takes a 20-14 lead in the second set.
All right, Texas now serving. Serve low. Maya with the first touch. Cam, quick set to Alexa. Alexa swinging to the back row. Texas back sets. Cameron's there to answer. Maya setting it up for Tessa. Tessa swinging hard, but it is out of bounds. We're trying to ask for a touch, and we get it. That's a point for Ignite.
That was a great swing by Tessa. She about knocked the stripes off the ball on that one.
All right, so Megan checking out. Kylie checking into the front row. Tessa checking out. Becca checking in to serve for Ignite. We trail 20-15.
Becca with a short serve. Texas is able to dig. They set up the middle, who hit it hard. Becca pops it up to Cameron. Cameron out to Kaylin. And it looks like someone on Ignite was called in the net. So Texas gets the point. They're leading 21-15.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
I don't know who would have been called in the net on that one.
Not either. I'm super confused. All right. Texas now serving. Serve low. Maya with a nice dig. Passes it to Cameron. Cameron setting it up to Kylie. Kylie swinging. Texas trying to set something up. They back set. Their outside hitter goes through our block, and that is a kill for Texas. They extend their lead 22-15.
Texas with a serve that's short. Becca pops it up. Maya is able to get it for Cameron. Cameron hits it over. Texas sets it to the backside hitter, who gets partially blocked, and the ball bounces between Maya and Becca. So now Texas leads 23-15.
That was kind of weird.
1 point at a time, girls. 1 point at a time.
Okay, serve is long but in. So that is a ice for Texas. They are at game point right now. Score is 24 Texas, 15 Ignite.
Yeah, Becca and Maya looked at each other. It was a good float serve. It looked like it was going out, and then the bottom dropped out of it just before it got to the out-of-bounds line, and it hit in by about 6 inches. Texas with another float serve. Kylie gets it up. Maya is able to push it back into the court, and Becca hits it over. Texas sets up their outside hitter, who tips it over. Cameron with the dive, who hits it over and in! Great hit by Cameron! Diving on the floor, one-handed, hits it over.
All right, so Alexa rotating out, Jordan rotating in, Maya coming to the serve line. Maya serve deep to the back corner, and that's an ace for Maya. Point Ignite.
We could go on. We really need to go on a run of aces. It is now 24-17. Ignite down by 7 in this second set. They lost the first set 28-26. So we need a miracle at this point. Maya with the serve. It's going to be a short, deep one. Texas is able to get it, sets it to their backside hitter, who hits strong. Cameron's able to get there. Maya sets up Kaylin. Kaylin bumps it over to Texas. Texas sets up their middle, who pushes it over, partially blocked by Kaylin. Maya sets up Kaylin, and Kaylin pushes it over. Texas is going to hit it over. Jordan gets it up. Cameron to Cameron. Cameron to Kaylin. Kaylin gets the kill! It's going to be 18-24 now. Maya still at the service line.
Man, Kaylin swing that thing like she meant business. All right, Maya's serve is deep to the back row. Texas scrambling to get something over. They just have to hit it over. Jordan with the first touch on our side. Cameron just switches the ball over. They push it right back. So Maya to Cameron to Jordan, who tips it over the blockers. Texas trying to set something up. They tip. Maya with the first touch. Cameron setting it outside to Kaylin. Kaylin swinging hard and down. Nice dig by Texas. They try setting something up. They swing into our block, but it lands on our side. So Texas actually wins game 2, 25-18.
Yeah, that was a good block attempt by Kylie. She jumped and was right in front of them. Didn't expect her to go down the line because they had been going cross court quite often. And she went down the line this time and caught her off guard, went off her arm, inbound. So Texas is going to take first place in this bracket, which means we will be playing at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Which is still morning wave, and that's what we wanted, James. So morning wave it is. We will be here bright and early warming up at 7:15 in the morning. Game time at 8, so we will see you all then.
All right, thanks for watching.